like to talk about Mike McCarthy.
Yeah, yes.
I
I forgot. You're right.
no, I that's
How can
the
I forget?
man. The man was preparing for this job in a shed. But no, I'm
And
kidding.
it
No, he is.
shows.
Yeah, he is
Yeah, it shows.
not the coach of the year, Mike McCarthy. I'm with you. We've talked about this, a lot on this show already too. Yeah, Stefanski's got the edge for me, just not just because of the local guy, but as we all know, especially being around here, the it's been laughable in Cleveland for
Uh-huh.
years and years since Belichick, and he got the shaft, which was one of the worst decisions the organization's ever made, letting him go.
Uh,
There's not been anything even remotely promising in
Nothing.
Cleveland
Right.
between the coach and the quarterback for years and years and years and years and years. And it seemed to be the same cycle. They're going to bring this other guy in, and really didn't have any, he had to, I don't know. But you're right. They come in, and the culture change has been extraordinary. The learners shut up and stayed out of the way and let this guy coach and
Yes.
build something there. The team believes they believe in him. I think they believe in the culture as a different winning attitude. Like I said, that's why I don't think that they're not satisfied just to get to the playoffs. Years
Right.
ago,
Mhm.
yes, they would have been satisfied just to even get to the playoffs, and Cleveland would have been having a parade, right?
Right. Exactly.
But no, it's not good enough, and this guy
That's
is
what you want to
definitely an
see. That's
influence.
what you
That's
want to
right.
see.
So
Um,
good things
it
coming for
reminds me
Cleveland.
of basketball playoffs. When I saw the Bulls um, one year win a series. The Bulls might have been the Cavs. They won a playoff series, and I think it was the Cavs. And guys were starting to jump up and down, and LeBron just started slapping guys. Stop it! There was no party. There's no celebration.
Right.
Is this what you want? Is this what you're happy with? This is just another cog in the steps that we're taking. And I thought that showed great leadership. Stefanski's got Cleveland the same way. Okay, happy for the fans. You guys can celebrate. But this was we had a bigger goals than this. We're not sitting here resting on these laurels and saying, "Hey, we made it to the playoffs. Look what I did." And that's the mindset that he's got. And of course, it trickles from the top down. Um, I really, really think all things being equal, without the COVID, without the injuries, we could be talking about uh, Cleveland Browns winning that division. I mean, think
Mhm.
about it. You
Sure.
lost. Look at the players you lost. You know what I'm saying? What happened if Odell stayed in? You know, they started gelling and getting it together. Some say things got together because he wasn't there. Who knows? But great job with what he's done with that football team.
Yeah, absolutely. And you can't go wrong with Rivera. You can't go wrong with McDermott. You can't go wrong even with Tomlin with what he dealt with this year. But I think unanimously it's got to be Stefanski with the culture change, what he's done with the high profile attitudes and personalities between, you know, um, um, number 13. I'm just drawing a blank all of a sudden. OBJ, and what he's done to keep that team grounded, looking not past the game or not even past the next play. He's kept that team in play. He's kept them grounded. And like you said, what would have happened had the injuries not happened, COVID not happened? What Browns team will we be talking about today?
Yeah. And you know what else, Skinner? I'd be interested to revisit the subject next week
Yeah.
after tonight. See how he looks tonight.
Yeah, we can do that because, as we all know, that there's no Stefanski tonight due to COVID.
But
Uh,
he will have a stamp on the team. He can't communicate through other means.
right.
And I believe he'll have him prepared. So
It would have been nice if they could figure out how to put him in the stadium by himself. That way, he's inside the stadium,
Yeah,
still performing his duties, just not from the sidelines.
I was surprised by that. They should have. I don't get that. That you should allow coaches to have some means to communicate within
I
the
don't
stadium.
understand that either.
I'm fine. Maybe not at home. You maybe get some questionable, advantages somehow. I don't know what that would be, but yeah, at least if you bring the guy in there, you should be able to,
Yeah.
put him in some type of solitary
Right.
situation. But oh well. I mean,
The coach in the bubble.
Yeah.
sure.
So before we
Okay.
wrap up here, you've got a couple other awards.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a couple other awards you want to talk about?
Yeah, comeback player of the year. To me, this isn't even close, man. I'm sorry. I know the Alex Smith story is beautiful and it's great. Yeah, you made it back. But for Ben Roethlisberger to come back at the age that he did, go 11 wins straight, man, without question, comeback player of the year.
I put Smith down for this one just because of what he had to go through to even
Which was tragic. It was, it was.
Walk back out on a football field and get through the mental block would have to be something there too.
I couldn't argue with it.
You know what I mean? So
that being 111 games straight.
Yeah, he was. I mean, he's definitely up there for me as well.
Totally reinvented himself. Had the quickest release in all the football. I just think that's pretty amazing.
Also in the men's room as well, I heard.
the quickest release.
That's right. Yep. Skinner, who do you got?
I got Smith as well. His story in itself, just to even step foot on a football field, not just to compete, but just to get on the field in uniform was short of amazing. But then to get on the field, and he was competitive for the most part up there. I'm not taking anything against Big Ben and his old beat-down frame to get back on the field and win 11 games like he did. But yeah, I think I got to give it to Smith on this one. If it was any other year, it would be definitely. I think Big Ben.
Bunch of bleeding hearts.
And I've got to give Big Ben credit because we didn't see any cameras in the girls' rooms this year or anything like that. So he's at least cleaned his act up a little bit.
All right.
Now, as far as comeback coach of the year, Mike McCarthy. Really,
next year, right?
No, that's go back coach of the year.
No,
go back coach.
Yeah, that's about Mike Nolan. Now let's talk about Mike Nolan's accomplishments coming back. I'm kidding there too. They let him go.
I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Okay, guys, I got a couple.
So now we had the seriously considered ones. Now, Keith, you had some other ideas.
Yeah.
On some awards as well beyond what we just talked about here. So
all right, my most valuable player. We was really keeping it real, like we do here in reality football. Tom Big Boy Brady. I don't know anybody that would let this ninja move into their house to win football game. And my wife is Giselle.
I still would like to have been around that conversation. Like, okay,
honey, my gosh,
hear me out.
Fly on the wall.
Hear me out here, honey. Yeah, that would have been good. We talked about that earlier in the season. That would have been great.
Hey, let's play that out for a minute. I would like to hear the conversation between Tom and AB. So it's like Tom's like, oh, he's got like 100,000 square feet, and he's going, all right, here we got a giant pool. There's a pond. The pond becomes
natural spring.
Yeah, you stay over here in this pond. And AB's like, can I use the bathroom? No. We got some woods right here.
Oh man.
He got 50,000 acres and AB's in this little corner. Oh man!
If I catch your ass in a master bathroom, you are out. Out. Yeah.
Or he said, "Hey, AB, can I talk to you for a minute? Hey, I don't mind you coming in the master house. Do you mind wearing this when you come in?" He gave him a tuxedo on the tray.
They brought him into the main house. They frisked him for jelly beans or
gummies.
So
gummy bears.
Hey, that offensive machine is peaking. So most valuable player, Tom Brady, without question, man. You talk about going the extra mile for your football team.
Yeah.
Tom Brady went.
Yeah.
Now, comeback player of the year, without questions, lighting it up in Buffalo, Stephon Diggs. And he is the comeback player of the year because that's all you hear in Minnesota's come back! Come back!
Yeah.
We forgot how good you were.
Well, that's for sure.
That guy's just lighting it up. He's having a ball doing it in the freezing cold. Not that it was warm in Minnesota, but at least he had a dough. Okay. Offensive player of the year. This is easy because nobody's offended us more than Cam Newton with the ridiculous post-game outfits. Totally
and poor
offended.
Play.
Oh my gosh, this is awful.
Poor play. Yeah. Set the quarterback
outfits.
position back a few years. That's for sure.
Yeah, and poor play. And I had a coach of the year because I thought he was just the dumbest person I've seen all year, and that is to your boy Dougie P over the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah.
Because I never see anybody go from Super Bowl win to not having a clue to what they're doing. And we just want to say thank you, all the coaches of the NFC East, for making this the greatest year ever.
Right.
Mediocrity, less than mediocrity, won the division.
You did say NFC least, right?
Yeah, exactly. So those are a few awards that I had extra, guys.
That's good. That's good.
That was pretty good. You got anything, Fish?
No, I think that was a good way to wrap up that segment. Yeah,
I think it is. So, all right, fellas. Well, this has been an interesting weekend of football. We got one more left, and getting ready to start here real time. Predictions again. I think we all nodded towards Pittsburgh winning this one, but we wouldn't be shocked if Cleveland pulls it out. It'd be interesting to talk about it next week at the next show. So with that being said, one more time. Go ahead.
Could you imagine the buzz in Northeast Ohio if by this time next week we're talking about Cleveland beating Pittsburgh and the Ohio State Buckeyes being national champs?
Right.
Well, that's right. Yeah. Tomorrow night, big game.
So one more time, Fish, before we head out, how do they get in touch with us, or how do they find us outside the Facebook at #RealityFootball1?
Yeah, as you said, you can find us there on our YouTube channel, #RealityFootball1. You can find our channel, give us a subscribe. You can email the show at realityfootball1@gmail.com. Email us your questions, comments, whatever. We didn't do a Dude, You're Tripping this week with all the games, recap and all that, but that's where we get our segment there. If people want to comment, and we'll speak to those comments on the show. Anything you want to see us do more or less, we'll take your commentary there. You can also listen to us on your favorite podcast platform. Just look for us on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. If you have a home assistant device, you can also ask her to play the Reality Football podcast, and you can hear us there. Again, if you listen to us on podcasts, give us a subscribe. We appreciate that. And you can also find us on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Just look for Reality Football. Look for our logo with the big football in the background and the microphone. Go ahead.
All right, fellas, we'll enjoy the game tonight, and we will surely be talking off camera during the game tonight, and have a great week.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm looking at the article here about today's games. It says wildcard takeaways. Lamar ends narrative, Bill ends drought, and Gutsy Goff and Heineke shines. And who'd have thought that the playoff, the big talk would be Corona and Heineke.
Right.
All right,
fellas. For Reality Football, I am Skimbone.
Porterhouse.
Fish.
Have a great week, folks, and enjoy the game tonight.
All right.
Peace.